Welcome to launching My Creative Studio with Alejandro Calderon, an honest and straightforward podcast powered by Centaur Group, where we share our experience of launching a new business. Every Friday, we'll bring an update on the progress we're making, our challenges, and our wins, so that creatives like you can get inspiration, strategies, and tactics to launch and optimize your business and your life. Let's begin.
Hello, my friends. Welcome back to the podcast, Launching My Creative Studio. I'm super happy that you're here. Today, we are going to have a very special session where we're going to have some thunders in the background. I cannot postpone this because it's been raining so much here down in Costa Rica, and it's not even compared to what people in Florida is going through right now. So, in case you hear some, noises in the background, is the thunders. Probably is going to start raining at some point. But let's get this going because today I have a lot of things to share with you. And let's begin with our first section, the weekly report.
Our progress, failures, wins, and lessons. This is the weekly report.
All right, so in our wins this week, I want to share that we have been making really good progress on our framework. So if you don't know what it is, so I get together with a friend from South Africa, and we had this problem. We were doing some brand strategy, but we did not quite like all the frameworks that were out there. So we decided to put our heads together and start creating this, different and very original framework based, of course, on other popular frameworks such as Core, for instance. But there are some things that I think that we could, just improve in terms of having better clarity. So we have been working with that, and now we're going to fully test this new framework that we have been using with this new client that we have from Mexico. Is a bank from Mexico, and we're super excited to try it out. We have come up with different exercises for the workshops, and we have made really good progress. At some point, I want to share with you exactly what is it that all this framework, what are the strategic elements that we are considering, and how this workshop looks like. So stay tuned for that. All right. So another thing that we are doing is that we are preparing for this client that I just mentioned. So it's a really good project, not only because it's something that we love to do, which is websites and naming and brand strategy, brand identity, the full package, but it's also a good opportunity to test this framework that I mentioned. And so I have been devoting hours and hours to really prepare something that is like a good experience, like a good workshop experience for those clients. And I am super excited to start this workshop with them and get them to the clarity that they're looking for, and create a new name for the brand that they're launching, and a whole new brand identity, and then of course create their website. So, all right, let's talk about the challenges. One of the challenges is really being here in the tropic, trying to record this podcast. I have to be honest, last week, one of the things that I did was I spent a lot of hours, not hours maybe, but a lot of time, setting up the lighting, setting up the camera, the microphone, trying to get a kind of perfect arrangement. And honestly, I spent way too much time than I wanted to, take in this. And so my biggest concern was I cannot be taking, let's say, 2 hours one day to do the shooting, 2 hours another day to do the editing, and I don't know, another 2 hours another day to do the planning. This is just not sustainable. And I understand that at the beginning, this is gonna take more time to just find a sweet spot, finding the right process, and then at the end, it is going to become a habit, and I'm gonna do it very quickly. I understand that, but then this week I said, you know what? I need to really reduce the time. I started trying to reduce the time that it takes for me to record this podcast and edit it and so on and so forth. So that is one of the challenges this week. Last week, here in Costa Rica, it's been raining a lot. Again, it's as not as hard as in Florida right now, but it's been raining a lot. And so the challenge to that is that, of course, thunders and the rain and all this type of things is not it's not good for a podcast, which is pretty much audio. And so I had to wait some hours. The time that I spend or to set apart for the recording of this podcast, I had to push it, do other things, and that kind of stressed me out a little bit. So this week I said, you know what, screw it. I'm just going to record it. I'm just going to explain that it's going to be raining. There's going to be thunders, because one of the things I need to fight against constantly is this kind of desire of being perfect, which is, of course, impossible. And there's a part of me that wants to do the best, kind of wants to show the best part of what I can do. But of course, there's a part of me that is just insecure that if I don't have the right lighting, or I hope not lighting, but if I don't have the right microphone or the right camera or the right equipment or the right background, then it's just not going to look professional. And of course, none of that is true. And that is one of the challenges that I have been trying to fight this week with this podcast. So perfectionism sucks and is one of the things that I've been trying to fight against this week. Another challenge, honestly, has been the fact that I have been working full-time for this marketing agency. And it's challenging because sometimes there's some pretty busy times there. There's a lot of energy demanding projects, and sometimes there's a little bit of stress there. And so by the time that I finish my work at 3 p.m. my time, then I need to go and take a rest, kind of recharge, watch some TikTok videos or whatever. And then, kind of come back and then start working on my own business. And of course, long term, that takes a toll on you, and it starts kind of, becoming something that you're like, I don't want to be working this amount of time. And some of the things that I've been noticing is that now that I launched this podcast, then on top of the launch of the studio, now I have to add this part of it. So it's become a challenge. So that is one of the things that I want to keep improving the timing and not make it perfect, not expect for the right circumstances to happen. And so that is one of the challenges that I've been experiencing. Then, of course, there has been a delay on the brand strategy. So we were expecting to have by now the brand strategy of our studio. And even though it is pretty much the same brand strategy that I crafted last year when I was working on Center Studio, there is little nuances, there is little changes based on the fact that it is a different market, it's a different audience, and then there's things that we need to change. Look at that rain. I'm not sure how much is gonna be capturing the microphone, but this is me just trying not to be perfect. But the reason why that has been delayed so far is because we wanted to have a brand strategy framework, the new brand strategy framework that we're working ready so that we can test it not only with this client that we're going to start working this week, but also with our own agency. So that's part of it. And then, of course, if we do what we preach, it's like we cannot keep working on the rest of the things, or in most of the rest of the things that we have planned, without having clarity of what is going to be our brand strategy. Because the brand strategy is supposed to inform and guide the rest of the decisions that the business makes. And there's going to be things that where the brand strategy might not affect that much, but in most of it would. So that's the challenge that we have been having this week. And then the third thing that I noticed this week, of course, is related to weather, related to probably what you're hearing in the background. and it is in Florida right now. There's a huge hurricane, and of course that is concerning because the people that I work for in this marketing agency, they are and they are kind of in the way of this hurricane, and so that is definitely concerning. And so that is one of the challenges that I have had this week. Is, of course, they are not connected. There is not much communication going on right now, and apart from the concern that of course you have, like, oh my God, are they okay or anything? There is of course this part where you have this pressure of, okay, I need to make sure that I keep working in spite of the fact that we don't have this much communication, and that is of course a challenge. All right, so that is for the weekly report this week. Those are the wins and challenges that we have experienced this week.
Systems, processes, frameworks, websites, and software we are using to optimize our business. This is the Toolbox.
All right, guys, welcome to the Toolbox. This week, I want to share with you a new team meeting structure that we're testing. And so right now, one of the things that I want with this and the goal of this is to make sure that we are engaged as a team, that we are participating, all of us, and it's not only just me talking and whatever, because that's a pretty boring meeting. And so the idea with that is just to make sure everybody feels like part of a team, like their voice is heard, and that we are co-creating, that we are hearing their ideas and then just putting them into action. And that is this is part of the culture that we want to build. So for now, because we haven't launched our studio yet, we are focused on bonding. We're focused on knowing each other and earning this trust. But also we're focusing on building a culture of keep learning, like keep always learning, and that is the thing that we want to do as a team. And so this week we have decided, as I mentioned before, that we are going to divide the team in two kind of sections. The first section is we're going to have a 5-minute chat where just hanging out there for 5 minutes, maybe waiting for other people to arrive and so on and so forth. Then we're going to have 10 minutes where we shared wins and challenges that we have during the week. Maybe so far, because again, we haven't launched yet, this part might not be like super relevant, but something that I want to do as well is just to give them a chance to see if there is something that is challenging for them, if there is a roadblock that they're experiencing, then we can come and help as a team, and then we can help each other as a micro community of creatives. And so the other part of it is we are going to then share launch updates. So how are we progressing throughout our plan? What things are being implemented? Where things are being delayed? As I said, a part of the strategy is being delayed right now. And so this is part of what we want to do. And the other part is just 30 minutes that we're going to use to share some topic, just somebody, like we're going to take turns, and somebody's going to research on a specific topic, and is going to come and present that to the team. And this week was great because Benjamin, which is one of the designers of the team, he came and shared some of best practice about UX, and it was a very interesting presentation. We learned a lot, and I really like that practice because now we know more about his skills, his communication skills, but also we learn more as a team, and that's what I want to start doing. I don't want to wait until we launch to build this team, to build this trust within each other. I want to do that from starting now. So that's one of the things that I wanted to share with you. It's a framework. It's not really a framework, but it's just something that we are doing as a team, and maybe you can implement it in your studio or in your agency as well.
Random thoughts generated while listening to an audiobook during my morning walks. This is The Walking Thoughts.
All right, guys, welcome to The Walking Thoughts. This week, I have not been able to go and walk too much because I have to admit I have been a little bit sick. But I have started to read this book by Chris Voss and Tahl, and it is called Never Split Difference. Pretty famous book, a bestseller. I've been listening about this book for a while now, and so I wanted to definitely read it. And just in the beginning, from the start, one of the things that really caught my attention is this part where it says, I'm going to quote, Kahneman later codified his research in 2011 bestseller Thinking Fast and Slow. The man has two systems of thought. System 1, our animal mind, is fast, intuitive, and emotional. And system 2 is slow, deliberate, and logical. And system number 1 is for more influential. In fact, it guides and steers our rational thoughts. System 1's inchoate. Oh my God, sorry for my pronunciation. As you know, English is not my native. So inchoate beliefs, feelings, and impressions are the main sources of the explicit beliefs and deliberate choices of system 2. So to me, what I take from all that is that I think that, and this is something that I've been thinking about a lot, which is I'm very rational. I'm very kind of logical, and I think that is a way that I have been, I don't know if used to think, but lately one of the things that I've been considering is what things do we want to, so how can we incorporate in a message, let's say in content creation, how can we incorporate the part that is logical, that has its arguments, but also the part that is emotional? Oh my God, it's raining a lot. Oh. Oh my God, it's just raining a lot. I'm not sure if this is gonna make it, guys. I'm gonna try to edit this. I'm gonna try to reduce the noise in post-production. We'll see. Oh my God. Okay, going back to the topic. I think that this is one of the things that I've been thinking. How can you incorporate feelings and emotions in your communications? Not only in, let's say, in content, but also like in everything that you put out there for your brand. And so that's the thing that I think we need to take into consideration. So for instance, when we're creating an offer for a specific segment, not only we need to think of the arguments, so why would they want to purchase this, like rationally, what are maybe the features and the benefits and all these type of things, but emotionally, why would they do that? And so that's when you have to really start to get to know your audience, like your audience's internal problems, also as the external problems that you're getting to know. So I think that involving this part of emotions and understanding the role that it plays in taking decisions is something that is going to be really important, and something that I'm starting to read in this book. All right, guys, so that is for this week. I don't want to make it too long because I'm just struggling with this rain, and I just don't know how this sounds, and so probably is going to be like crazy, and I'm not going to be able to use this audio. So I don't want to spend like 1 hour recording this just to know that I cannot use the audio. Anyways, thank you very much for listening. Thank you for your patience with today. It's raining and all the things. And yeah, that's it. Thank you for watching. Thank you for listening, and see you guys next week. Bye.